So your learning module might look something similar to this. You probably have a YouTube video and a couple other things that I do not have at this moment. But you have a learning module with some content and two items side by side, at least one call-out box. I want to show how to make this content look a little bit more like, not like that, sorry, like this. So what we're going to do here is I think for that assignment you had created a Flexbox. For example, here I have this div that contains, this side div contains this learning objective and this picture, and so it's making it, it's displaying it as a Flexbox, and you're justifying the content. So it is like this, and essentially you had created a Flexbox around this content. Now we're actually going to let's just get rid of this, because we're going to start over. And so we can get rid of that. We can get rid of, let's get rid of this page here. Okay, so let's get rid of that CSS because we won't use that anymore. So this is the way it is now. We'll talk about that another time. Okay, so we have the CSS. This is just making this callout box here for the learning objectives, and this image is sizing this image to make it a different size. So what we need to do is we need to create rows. Now we want this. Remember, we're doing it like this. This is going to be one row, and this is going to be the second row. So we're just going to have two rows. 1, 2. I guess technically we have the heading, so that's kind of we can make that into another row as well. So we want to start creating these rows in this document. Now how we're going to do that is, if you see here, this is one row. We are going to have the heading be a row. So we'll have these two rows, but then above it we're going to have just one row for the heading. So just for the sake of consistency, I'm going to, might be a little bit of overkill, but I'm going to have this be a row here. So we have this container contains, I mean, honestly, let's just get rid of, we only have this one element in there. We can just have this be a row. Now we have not applied any CSS to that row yet, but we will after we have to put all the material here into rows. So this next row should contain, well, let's look here, should contain this, this, and this. So I've already started this row here. I'll put that as row. Now we need to close here. So we got 1, 2, and then there's an image 3. So now we're gonna close this. If I hit save, it'll indent everything correctly. So now I have this one row, which is the heading, a second row, which is this text, the learning objectives callout box, and an image. So lastly, this third row is going to be these. We want these three pieces of content to be on the same row. So what we'll do is we will do another div. We will call this div row. Oops. And we have to have the end tag on the outside of all of these three pieces. We'll hit save, it'll indent correctly. Now this has not changed anything because we do not have we have not made CSS for the row here. Now I am going to put the row up top because it's kind of this It's how I'm going to stay organized. These are like specific to specific elements, whereas this is a bigger piece, a more general piece. So that's just how I'm going to organize it personally. But display, I'm going to create flex. And now it will have created these rows. We have this first row, this second row, and this third row.